everyone, welcome back to What's Stranger Than Strange. My name is Erin. I'm very excited to be back making content again. It's not that I have taken a break or anything. I've just had to space out the time frame that I do my uploads. I have been working on various projects in the background, and I am hoping that in the near future I can introduce some new categories. And I also just want to let y'all know that yes, my channel is very important to me. I actually have been looking forward to making this video all day, and I really think that fans of this page will really enjoy the content today. So to explain what we're getting into today, this one is a little bit of a different spin on the regular TikTok reaction videos. And what I mean by that is this is a video that appears to have some pretty serious subject matter involved in it. The video that, well, actually videos that we will be talking about today are from a gentleman who has had a pretty disturbing encounter. And I don't want to spoil it at this point because I know it's a series of videos. I have seen one video that had, I believe, all three videos because I think it's 3 parts. And I only was able to see, I want to say, the first 2 videos, but I did not see how this ended. So I am going to be just as surprised as you all are, but I figured that, if I'm going to go back in and really watch the way that this ends, why not do it together and talk about this crazy story at the same time. So I am going to try to pull up the video, and we're going to go ahead and dim the lights here in a moment. And ironically, like the day that I come back and start trying to record, I'm actually recording on Friday the 13th. So I just thought it was kind of like a little spooky vibe to go along with everything. Alright, so we're going to work on dimming the lights and I'll get that content pulled up. Alright guys, we had to ditch the glasses because the glare that was on them was driving me up the wall. Let's see here. I just couldn't stand looking at it on the camera. So the video that we are going to talk about today, actually a series of videos, I believe the creator's name is Chip D. Reichenfels. I think that's how you say his name. So this gentleman had some videos that were posted to TikTok. I'm going to try to see if I can kind of piece them together. He was talking about a very scary incident that happened to him, and we're just going to go ahead and start watching the video, and we'll just make some commentary on it, because I'd be really interested to know what other people think about this too. Let's get our volume right. Okay. We also don't want to blast ourselves out of the room. Let's see, here we go.
Hey, so today I experienced something that I've never experienced in my life before. Freaked me out, thought I was crazy. Still haven't processed it fully. So, as I do every week, twice a week, I make deliveries to the same guy. I've been doing it for 7 months. And it's the same guy every time I walk in. He's got a big garage with like a couple trucks in it. I walk in, I hand him his parts, we talk for a minute, I walk away. I go on my business. Today, I walked in, and he had his back to me, and he was working on his bench. And he must have heard me coming. I don't know, because I was actually pretty quiet, I thought, but when he turned around, I jumped and kind of grabbed my mouth like that because I didn't know what to think. And he laughed a little bit and he called me jumpy. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm just not feeling very good. And I handed him his part and I was like, hey, I gotta go. The reason I reacted that way is because when I looked at him, he was different.
That's so scary. I
He
wonder
didn't
what
look like the same guy I saw every other time. First thing I saw was he had no color in his eyes. They were completely black. Like you couldn't even see reflections. It was just a black mass.
Y'all already know what I'm thinking.
And for some reason, his ears were kind of weird, and they had like this little point like that.
I don't remember him saying.
I don't know what that was. Excuse me. But then I was talking to my friend, and he sent me an article about them saying that a new disorder that's coming out where people are starting to see demon faces in people. Mm-hmm. And it got me thinking, if they're putting something like that out, could it be a disorder, or is it God is actually letting people see demons and they're just trying to make it look like we're crazy?
Yep. I think he's right on the money with that.
I still can't process it. I can't. I don't know.
But look at the fear in his eyes.
And like ever since the eclipse, I find it funny. The clouds look different for some reason. I don't know what it is yet. I'm going to figure that one out. But that could be just me being dumb. The other thing I saw, like I have perfect vision, so I don't know what I saw.
Okay, y'all.
If anybody else has ever seen this, please let me know, because I'm kind of weirded out right now.
Look at his eyes, how scary.
God bless, love you. Take care.
Okay, so I'm going to make a little bit of commentary on this myself, okay? I really think that he did see something. I do believe that he is telling the truth based on like his facial expressions. You can see how scared he looks in his eyes. Like, it just doesn't seem like something that somebody would make up. I mean, you could, but I feel like this is a true story. I feel like it's true. Now, the other thing that kind of stuck out to me too about it is how he was talking about how there is supposedly some kind of thing coming out saying that people are having some kind of condition that is allowing them to see demon faces. I feel like that's a little too convenient. For those of us though, I'm gonna get in on like Bible stuff and everything. But for those of us that know the fact or notice the fact that we are really living in some crazy times, like end times kind of stuff, it sounds a little too convenient that those that can really see or really sense things in the spiritual realm and they're like actually seeing these types of things are now being potentially labeled as crazy. It's because they or whoever just they don't want people to believe us when we say, hey, this is wrong, this is evil. Like, that person's a demon. That thing that's posing as a person is actually a demon. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very intriguing to me. That was part one. But could you all imagine, like, you go and you see this person that you deliver stuff to all the time, and you know this person, never had any, like, weird stuff happen, and then all of a sudden, you see them, and they don't look like themselves. Like, it's like a different version of them. And the way he described, like, the eyes, I was like, nope. That is a soulless being that you're dealing with. And the fact that he saw it like that and they just look different, it's almost like he was trying to play it off. Like what are you so scared of? He didn't think the guy really saw him for what he truly was. Ooh, it's just so creepy. It's so creepy. So I'm going to try to see here if I can move on to finding the next one for him. All right, guys, so we're going to move into part 2 for this series here. Okay, I have seen part of this video. I don't think I completely watched it, so I'm gonna be just as shocked as you all. Probably by the end of this one. So here we go.
I have a massive update about the guy I saw with black eyes. I've been tossing this up in the air for a little bit whether I should post the video or not. And I decided to just because I promised a few people that I would keep them updated on what happened. I'm a little confused, I'm not going to lie. I went into work this morning. My boss told me because Monday is a holiday, he's like, why don't you go ahead and do your Monday route today? That way we don't have to worry about it.
So he's got to go back and see him.
So I get in my van, I'm making deliveries. I had to stop at that guy's company.
I'll be praying. I'll be like, God,
I didn't see him in the window. I dropped the part like normal.
I don't think I could do it.
I got like maybe a mile down the road. I just pulled over because everything in my stomach, in my gut, my heart was like, you know what? Maybe you should have done this before, but let's Google his name. And I Googled his name. I have more questions now than I did before. The first thing that popped up was his face, and underneath it, it said obituary, that he died in October of 23. Was I handing parts to a ghost?
So he really was seeing something spiritually evil.
I'm 100% sure that I am of right frame of mind.
Yeah.
I know I was handing that guy parts. And, you know, I try to do logical thinking, too, like people keep telling me to do. And I'm like, maybe he's got a twin brother.
Yeah.
But in what family do you have twins and name them the exact same thing? So that kind of doesn't sit well with me.
Valid point.
So that tells me that I handed my parts to somebody that died in October.
Oh,
how is that possible?
Guys. Oh, that's so
The next time I see that company, I'm going to walk in and ask them about him.
I'm just thinking like more
I'm
about
just massively confused, but I wanted to share this. I don't know what to take of this, and I'm hoping for some opinions. I don't want to hear that schizophrenia crap because I know I don't have it. I'm not going to a psychiatrist. I don't need it. I know 110% that I was handing that guy the parts. I don't know.
That's
I honestly don't.
So trippy.
I'm still not going to give up his name or his address, and now because of respect for his family, I'm at a loss for words. So if anybody knows any ideas, please message me, tell me. I am completely lost right now.
Me too, sir.
I almost quit my job over it.
Oh,
anyway,
I don't blame him. That's super scary.
Like I said, if you have any questions or you want to chime in on what you think it is, please do so. I love you all. God bless.
Okay, y'all. So, I remember seeing like the first part of this, and then it was like, the more that I was listening to him talk, I'm like, oh, that just gives me the chills to like think that. Because it's like, who is he actually like delivering this stuff to? Like, does he have somebody that looks like... Well, no, because he said he looked by the name, too. Ooh, I don't know. That just, like... that stuff like this that's so unexplainable just, like, gives me the chills. Because he knows for a fact that he was delivering parts to this guy. And then to, like... go for an extended period of time, like, delivering stuff to this man. Then one day you see him different. Like... he looks like something evil. And then to find out the man died. He found an obituary for him. He died in, what did he say, October 23? I think I saw this video like, I don't know. I'm going to say around a month ago, but I could be wrong. because we're like in September right now. I think I want to say I saw it in August, but like what do y'all think it is? I seriously think that it's something that's evil, that is setting up shop in that guy's business. But what's weird to me is, why is no one else like questioning this guy? Because I mean, really think about it though. Like, if there was a shop, right, and somebody passed away that owned it, but people are still seeing somebody there that looks like him. I don't know. It's just so creepy. I don't know. It just messes with my head. Anyway, let me shut up. Let's get on to the next one. I'm going to try to find part 3. Alright, so let's go on and see if we can locate part 3. I bet this is it right here. Okay. I'm going to put this one in. This is actually going to be the one that I'm hoping will kind of draw everything together, pull it all together anyway. Let's go ahead and switch out this video real quick. This is so crazy to me. Like how creepy this whole scenario is. Hopefully my internet browser is not going to start tripping on me. Hold on. Okay, let's get this. Y'all, I'm just as scared as you. Alright. Part 3. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and listen in.
Got an update on the guy I saw with the black eyes and the pointy ears. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at my profile. It's all pinned. Be able to catch up that way. So today I made a delivery to that company, and luckily for me, there was a mechanic standing out front. I walked over and asked him a couple questions about the old man that used to work there, and he said, yeah, the owner passed away in October. He died of brain cancer, and that the guy's daughter was now running the company. And, I was going to ask a few more questions, but then the daughter came outside. And the mechanic was like, oh, this guy over here is asking questions about your dad. I was just filling him in a little bit. And,
ooh, I wonder what she's going to say.
And she looked at me and she was like, yeah, do you have any questions you want to ask? And, sometimes you gotta make judgment calls. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you're dumb. What are you doing that for? I don't feel like it was a dumb decision. So she asked if I had any questions, and I said no. And I said, the only thing that I want to say is, I'm sorry this is a late response. And I was like, but I just wanted to say I'm sorry for your loss and my condolences. And I gave her a hug, and she said thank you. And I was like, take care of yourself, okay? And I got in my van and I left.
That's it.
I will not be following up with that anymore. I don't. It's not worth seeing that. I could feel the pain coming off of her. It's not worth it. Her dad just passed away. I'm not going to do that. But if you are her and you're watching this video, I'm sorry you had to find out this way. But just know I did it with the best of intentions. I didn't want to upset you any further. Yeah. So that's where we're sitting with that.
Wow. So you're just kind of...
some of you aren't going to like it, but that's how it's going to be.
It's just like a loose end.
I feel like I did the right thing. I'm not pushing anything with them. I mean, think about it. If it was your dad and he passed away a couple months ago, whatever, and then you have some guy asking him like questions about their dad and seeing a ghost and whatever, I can't do that to her. That's not right. So I'm just going to try my best to let it go and move on. So that's my update. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If not, I don't know what to tell you.
Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed because I just kind of want to know. I want like there to be like more closure as to what this is that he saw. I don't know, I'm a little sad because I was kind of hoping that it would be, just like a little bit more, there would be a little bit more information. Like somebody would say something that was just like, you know what I mean, just like floors you and you're like, oh my goodness, I waited all this time for this. But yeah, I really do believe that that man saw something that was evil, because why would you see something that has like eyes that are completely void of light? Like it's just dark, just black eyes. And I don't know. I've already discussed like my theory on that, like what like the black eyes actually means in my previous video that's under phenomena referencing the BEKs or black eyed kids. And yeah, it's like devoid of light. Like it's evil, whatever it was that he saw. But I feel like it's trying to take on the form of this man for some reason. But I don't know. It's like the fact that he saw that and it was scary, like it was so scary that it like took him back. But I do feel like, we are kind of coming into a time, well, we actually are coming into a time where there's a lot of evil that is put just right in front of us. And people are getting so desensitized to a lot of stuff that's just pure evil. And there's things, I mean, if you look at it, like look at like the music industry, things like that, like look at how many times you see videos or like entertainers as of late that have been just blatantly, openly like showing you really who they are and who they serve. um I feel like the world is shifting in a way that is not good. But for them to say that people that are seeing things that are demons have a medical condition, it really is a way to just write everybody off that does have the spiritual ability or the spiritual eyes to actually see demons and see evil things for what they really are. But anyway, I hope that you all do in fact like this video. I will come up with some more content. And again, I do apologize for the videos being spaced out a little bit, but I am a little sad that has such a loose end on it. I feel like there's no closure there, but it's okay. All right, you all. Well, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell below. I believe it should be right below the video. That way you know whenever I upload new content. Also, please do not forget to submit your stories to me. I will link the email below. I have been trying to give my viewers a space to read their scary stories, like their true scary stories, not fictional ones. But just so you can share your experiences online, I would like to extend that invitation to send your stories. And until we meet again, everybody take care.